card test, it's so vital to finishing a song. When I listen to music and really feel music and think about the lyrics, I'm on a road trip and I'm in the zone, or I'm driving through the canyon, or, you know, driving for me is such a therapy. If I need to let off steam, I get in my car and I drive. And that's when I put on my favorite songs by my favorite artist. And that's when the mix shines.
It's funny because I was in this room and producer-songwriter called me to work on this song. So I come in, I didn't know anything about Ash at the time, and I remember bringing up the faders, and man, I remember thinking, wow. And so I called him, I'm like, hey man, who the hell is Ash? What is this?
Oh, that's what I should be doing.
Yeah. Because you just messed up my plan, by the way. Just, I wanted to know more.
Damn it!
Start over.
Is this new?
Yeah, so check it out.
When I first started working with Manny, I just was in a state of shock because I felt very undeserving. I just felt like you're the man, like you're the guy that everybody wants to work with. So I think when we got a yes and, you know, he wanted to work on the project, I was like, that was humbling. He's just the best at what he does. Hey, there I am. Come on, make a move if you know what I mean. Ooh, ooh, or I can be the girl in another man's jeans. I love that Manny mixes with his eyes closed because it's like he's going off how it's making him feel. He comes from a place of emotion.
A long time ago, I wanted to just keep getting better at mixing, and I read a book about drawing, you know, and art and all, and how you connect colors, relating it to, you know, Picasso, you know, the lines are drawn, the Cubist movement, you see two colors and there's a very defined line. When you see a Renoir, it's all kind of morphs into each other. And that's pretty much what we do in here as well, you know.
It's not about a paycheck. It's not about being an award-winning mixer or the best of the best, you know. He cares about what he's creating and what he's working on. It's just the coolest ever.
Yes.
Hey there, pal. Do we look good? Yeah. We're going on a road trip. Our first road trip. Cute.
So
sorry.
glad you did.
An e-brake here, nothing, right?
I don't think so. Oh, wait.
You're gonna act.
The car test was always, you know, hey, you got a sub, you got a good system in that car. Almost like you're in a different studio and you're listening to it somewhere else. It helps you get a different perspective. say it's so different, but it is a different sound. Can you tell me how this came about?
I mean, you know better than anyone else. I mean, I make really like theatrical, like very chordy and like serious music. I was like, it's time to write a sexy song. Yeah. It's the first time I've in my life felt really like sexy and excited about life and ready to go out and have fun. And I can be someone, at least in my writing, that takes life really seriously. And I'm trying to get better about that. Like, life is too short to take it too seriously.
Yeah, but that's, we always say that it's a snapshot of your life at that moment. So it sounds like you went through a really tough time. So you were just writing based on life at that moment, right?
I grew up with a lot of loss and, you know, that being fairly visceral in my world as a kid. You know, I lost my brother last year, and that was, you know, it's people you don't ever expect to not be there, and suddenly they're gone. And I live my life so differently, having lost someone I've loved, and knowing that, you know, tomorrow's not promised and all of it. Life is short. 'Cause you've got me and you know that I've got you and I know. If the tide takes California. Remember when we sat down to write Till Forever Falls Apart, it felt very vulnerable. And the first lyrics we had were, if the tide takes California, I'm so glad I got to hold ya. I don't know. That song, I don't typically tear up when I write songs. But that was one of them. Till forever falls apart. So in your face. Let's go, Benny.
So this is it. That's how it ends. I guess there's nothing more romantic than dying with your friends. And
just like my heart was on, you know, it felt like my chest was open. Thinking about my friendship with Phineas and that relationship and how precious that is to me. And not very many relationships in my life that I feel like, as long as I'm alive, they're not going to be alone.
If the tide takes California, I'm so glad I got to hold ya.
I always say that classic songs like that just kind of mix themselves. Our artists say, you know what, whether you believe in whatever you believe in, God, spiritually, whatever you believe in, they always say it comes from above, right? But sometimes it just kind of happens, and those are the ones that become these amazing songs. Till Forever Falls Apart was like, again, it was like bam, bam, right? Another, to me, perfect song.
Till forever falls apart. We never had it from the start. Till death do us part. If the tide takes California.
This part's crazy. Your mix right here.
I'm so glad I got to know ya.
Crazy.
And if the sky falls from heaven above, oh, I know I had the best time falling into love. Even living on a fault line. I spent a lifetime giving you my heart. I swear that I'll be yours forever till forever falls apart.
Who wrote that?
Woo!
Who mixed that?
Fuck. This is what happens when you work with amateurs. After this, they're
Benny, let's get a
they're gonna
selfie.
love me. Angry man.
He's an
Angry
angry
old
woman.
man.
He's an angry old man.
Here we go.
She's in drive, baby. Just kidding, I'm in reverse. No, I was in drive. Why is it? It's saying hold. Oh no, we're good.
Make me come alive, come on and turn me on. Touch me, save my life, come on and turn me on. I'm so young to die, come on and turn me on. Turn me on, turn me on, turn me on, turn me on. Make me come alive, come on and turn me on. Touch me, save my life, come on and turn me on. I'm so young to die, come on and turn me on. Turn me on, turn me on, turn me on, turn me on.
What is the secret to a 72-year-old still winning races? That is something I am trying to figure out.
That race car makes me tick. When that motor starts, I get goosebumps to this day. After doing this since 1974, and I raced back in high school.
And despite more than 45 years behind the wheel of a funny car, none of the passion is gone.
The car lanes out, and at the finish line, it's John Force for the 100. Anybody tell you don't matter? I'm so lately.
No one can argue with a track record that has immortalized him as the GOAT, or greatest of all time.
Don't let the old man in. And, well, he's knocking at the door, but I ain't letting him in this body. Winning, that's what makes me tick. I'm not gonna have any more kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm too old, and I'm gonna win more races, and I'm gonna fight to win championships. I won 16 championships. Nobody's ever done that in any sport.
Yes, 16 world championships, including a record-breaking 10 in a row. To put that into perspective, Tom Brady, widely considered the greatest NFL quarterback of all time, has only won a record 7 Super Bowls.
Kelly Slater, the star child of professional surfing and a seemingly ageless competitive marvel, has been crowned a WSL World Surfing Champion 11 times, but has lost steam at the tender age of 49. Tiger Woods has won 16 major championships. However, there are 4 chances to win one every year in professional golf. What about Michael Jordan? Well, sorry, only 6 NBA championships. The great Pele, well, only 3 World Cup victories. And Yogi Berra, he comes perhaps the closest, with 13 World Series rings, but that's in the team sport of baseball. Perhaps the most outrageous comparison of John Force's 16 world titles is that they match the same number of New York Yankees World Series championships since 1949, the same year that John Force was born.
I won in 90, I won in 91, the championship. Then I came back, raced, took me out in 92 because we lost focus. We'd won a couple championships and we thought we're great. But that got my mind right. This is not the top of my career. It's just starting. And we came back and we won 10 straight.
John Force has won yet another one.
He is probably one of the brightest men this sport has ever seen. The man is a wizard, not only behind the wheel, but also his crew.
But John Force takes the win.
I got the 150 win at Seattle. Then I came and won Indy a few weeks later, 151, but we came back this year. I won in Epping, I won the 4 wide at Charlotte. I'm right back winning like I always did.
With a dominant history-making performance in 2021, John finished the season among the top 5 for the second time in the last 3 years, proving yet again there's still nitro fuel in the 72-year-old's tank.
So these cars, like I said, are so powerful. It is similar to a controlled explosion trying to get it going on the racetrack.
So we're talking 1,000-foot drag strip, side-by-side drag racing. It's 330 miles per hour in less than 4 seconds.
The fuel we put in is nitromethane, which carries most of its oxygen within the fuel, so you don't even need outside air to fuel. It makes tons of power. You can put a lot of it in it, goes through 15 gallons a run. Depending on the race and the weather conditions, we're talking about 10 to 11,000 horsepower.
It's 5 to 6 Gs within the first second on the run.
I would compare it with being shot out of a cannon. But let me tell you, it's the greatest high there is.
John Force 0.54 reaction time, and the finish line stripe. It's John Force for the 153rd time in his career.
The danger in this sport is it's a high probability. These cars are fast and they're dangerous if something goes wrong. If you have accidents or parts failures, it explodes. If you shut it off too early, it explodes. You don't want to come into nitro racing without a clue on safety of it, because you can hurt anybody around it, and it has in the past.
John is no stranger to the risk drag racers take when the light turns green, as a routine race in 2007 proved, as it nearly cost him not only his career, but his life.
Well, John was a little late, and John goes, big crash. John has a problem with his car. He comes across, he hits Bernstein. Both cars continue on.
So when that motor explodes in your face, shrapnel, a grenade went off, and you're trying to survive. You got all the right equipment, Simpson gear, helmets, all this stuff. You're trying to survive. We got into each other. Ripped our cars apart, sent me upside down, blew the engine, exploded, the body blew off the thing. I was just hands out, trying to stay stabilized, but then I got knocked out, so you can't even protect yourself. At Dallas, when they had to cut the roll cage off the car to get me out of the car, they got me on a stretcher, and that's when I saw the bone sticking out of my leg and bones out of my wrist, and my ankle was busted. I was jumped. When you're laying in that hospital bed and you're not anybody's hero anymore because they look at you like you're done, there's one person standing there, and that's Lori. My wife stood by me through all that. The doctors told me there, you're finished. Like, you'd be lucky if you can walk. You'll never drive a race car again, so quit thinking about championships, and let's get you where you can at least walk on a walker. And I lived it, though. 7 days a week, I went into training. I was down there in the gym in the middle of the night. People thought I was nuts because I was going to come back and win.
That's a good old final round winner, John Force.
Watching him come back from that wreck, watching how motivated he was to get back in the car, and watching him tell the doctor, that's what I love, that's what I'm going to do, and watching him come back from that is the biggest lesson I've ever learned from him. The lesson is fight for what you want.
And Brittany would surely know, as she's followed in her father's footsteps, winning her own world championship in 2017 and still fighting for more titles today.
My dad is, there's no one like him. He is one of a kind, he is a character. His passion, his drive for the sport is just everything. And he has 16 championships. He's done so much for the sport of NHRA drag racing. It is unreal.
At the end of the day, I'm nothing special. I'm just an old truck driver that lived it. You know what I mean? I had plenty of losing in high school football, and I've had plenty of winning over here. And like I said, it ain't over till I say it's over, and I'm sticking to that.
When I first met the family, I was just driving through. Then I came across this painted house. I went in and our relationship started. I really feel good about the fact that people, under all odds, have decided to remain who they are. It is important that you keep your traditions because your children must know where they're coming from. And that has made me have more respect for the people in the rural areas than the people in the city. They have enriched me. It is a privilege to have known the Demanda family, for I would not have had the insight that I have today.
September 13th, 1993. In Washington, a step in the quest for peace in the Mideast. Israeli Prime Minister Yitzhak Rabin and PLO Chairman Yasser Arafat shake hands at the White House. That happens after they sign an accord in which Israel grants limited autonomy to the Palestinians. 2005.
To the extent that the federal government didn't fully do its job right, I take responsibility.
For the first time, President George W. Bush takes responsibility for the federal government's mistakes in its response to Hurricane Katrina. He suggests the calamity raises broader questions about the government's ability to handle both natural disasters and terror attacks. 1971. In upstate New York, police and guards stormed the Attica Correctional Facility, ending a prison uprising. The 4-day ordeal, including the final assault on the prison, claims a total of 43 lives. 1998.
And I will be present to bar the entrance of any Negro who attempts to enroll at the University of Alabama.
Former Alabama Governor George Wallace dies in the state capital, Montgomery, at the age of 79. In his later years, Wallace, who also ran for president, renounced his one-time segregationist views. And 1996, rapper Tupac Shakur dies at a Las Vegas hospital at age 25. It happened 6 days after Shakur was wounded in a drive-by shooting that remains unsolved. Today in history, September 13th, Tim McGuire, The Associated Press.
Welcome back in our studio, and in today's news,